All right, what's good, people? Welcome to Sunday Psychology Stream. I'm about to touch on some stuff that I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys in here suffer from. Before I start, I do have a lot of stories, right? A lot of student stories, all right, that I will touch on without saying the names. All right, just respecting the privacy of the persons. All right. So if you do hear you, so because a lot of people in here has already tell me their stories, or and a lot of you guys suffer from personal stuff, and y'all know where I came from. So we're gonna touch on some stuff in trading and outside trading, and this is the real talk, and this is trading on itself, the psychology, right? The like-minded trader is gonna be in here taking notes. This is not Netflix. This is from something you should take something from, right? Because I wish I had someone talking to me some real talk like this, the way I'm talking to you guys. All right, this is the real talk. This is the real trading. This is what you guys need to be taking notes from. All right. If you're here to have fun, if you're here to just watch, you're more than free to leave. All right. All right. Let's start. I'm gonna touch on having the discipline to pick the right setup, and not training every single day. And why is that in the first place? If you cannot even do that, all right, if you cannot even pick the right day, and if you cannot save your ammo, if you cannot save your trading, your account, whatever, to the right day, to the right date, to the right time, all right, you're pretty much gambling that you're gonna win or lose in the first place, all right? If you cannot even wait, the market, all right, always remember this: the market, you can put it on your phone, your wallpaper. The market is gonna transfer the money from the impatient trader to the patient trader, and this is the some real shit, right? If you're not patient enough to wait for your setup, that key time that you look for, that range to be formed, all right, and this is the reality of the market, right? If you are not patient, your money will be delivered to another person who was patient. If you cannot stay patient, if you cannot stay patient for a range to form, your money is gonna get transferred from your bank account, all right, from your account to another people's account, all right, vice versa. If you are patient, the money is gonna be transferred from other people's bank account to your bank account. That's what's happening. That's all what's happening in the charts. All right. If you cannot wait for your key level to be tapped, if you cannot wait for time, all right, range, if you cannot wait for anything, all right, specific day, if you cannot wait for Tuesday, if you cannot wait for the second week of the month, if you cannot wait for 9 a.m. or 9:30, all right, if you cannot wait if you cannot wait for a key time in the first place, and right, just because you can trade your account, you start trading it, that's a big problem, my friend. All right, because what you're doing is pushing yourself and pushing your account to its limits. Just because your account is not at max drawdown, if you use combines, it doesn't mean that you need to trade it. All right. If you have a proper risk management plan, that will save you long term. You hear this a lot, but you never apply it. That's the reason why you keep blowing accounts. I and I get a lot of fucking DMs saying I've been trading for this amount of time, and I keep blowing accounts, and I could not pass an account. No shame on that, because this is the hardest business out there. You will not find a business harder than this. All right. The reason is you're not following a risk management plan. Uh, you can grab your money, go to the casino, do the same thing, you might get lucky. But if you follow a real fucking plan, all right, a real plan saying my account cannot go below um, negative 500. If it does, I must stop for the day. No matter how good the next setup forms, I'm gonna take it on demo, or I won't be even watching. Because even if you do take the next setup and you win and you get back your money, that money is not yours. That money is gonna get transferred back to your account, or and it's gonna get taken from you later on, because the market is gonna give you, and then remove everything. That's how the market works. It will destroy you whenever you don't expect it. Whenever you feel like you did, it's a skill and it's not luck. All right, that's where it's gonna hit you, because it's gonna feed you, and then it's gonna remove everything from you. It's gonna make you taste, all right, that winning streak, that payout, that whatever, that combine, and then it's gonna remove everything from you. All right. If you don't follow a proper risk management plan and you get payouts consistently, it won't get well with you in the long run. All right. It means that you probably do it in in a lucky way or in a gambling way, and that's not how you should be approaching any account, either live account or a funded trading account. All right. You need to change your whole perspective, your whole lifestyle, either not as a trader, but as a person, all right, as a parent, as a brother, as a sister, as a I don't know, as a whatever it is. All right, your approach to the gym, your behavior with people, your routine, all right, daily routine. Don't expect someone that drinks and smokes, have bad health, doesn't work out, doesn't do shit, to be successful inside the charts. Lazy motherfuckers don't get successful inside the charts. All right, and that's real. That's facts. That statistics talking. You need to make a whole change in your life, not only in trading. Don't expect just because I'm back testing it will work out. Just because I'm keep back testing. I'm gonna keep back testing, forward testing. I have the best strat. I got the 9 a.m. model. I have the TBP model. Even if I give you right now, I drop everything I got, everything I studied for the past few months. I drop it right now. You won't do shit with it. You know why? Because there is a problem in you, and you only can fix it. Right? And if you're feeling cringed right now, and if you're feeling that I'm talking to you, you are the person that should make a change, right? Because a lot of my students' story, either private, either a private students, either lifetime students, either VIP students, all right? Everyone is just DMing me, and I'm a good secret holder, right? They give me they tell me the stories, and this shit is heartbreaking, all right? Many of you guys suffer from a lot of things, and then you come to trading, all right? And I spoke with one student of mine that is in here. You come to trading to fix these problems, all right? And this is where motivation becomes impulse, and that's the biggest problem. That's one of the biggest mistakes you can make. All right, if you don't have the stability in your head, in your mind, you're gonna fuck up at trading, simply because your motivation to do something, either your parent not having money, either your financial situation, stuff like that, anything you could have, right? Anything you suffer from, it turns into impulse. That impulsiveness, you get it into the markets, and then you start acting reckless, and then you blow accounts, you waste your money, you think it will never work out, and you quit. That's the path that most people go through. All right, and that's the path that you should be avoiding. If you have personal problems, right? If you have dealing with abusive parents, if you have problem with your parents and you want to prove something to them or be better than them, all right, you cannot let that affect you, because long run, all right, if you're not good at handling stress, and if you're not good at handling problems, in the long run, that will affect your trading. Don't use the charts as your excuse to revenge on something. All right, put the charts in one way and your problems in other way. All right, don't mix business Don't mix your business with emotions. All right. You need to be a psychopath whenever you enter or you approach the markets. You have to be emotional. All right. Emotionless. Let everything outside. Whenever you approach the market, you need to be emotionless. You need to build that character, right, to approach the markets with no emotions on. Because once you do that, that will be the worst thing that you can have. Because again, that what does it mean? What does it mean? Motivation becomes your impulse. Either your kid, you want to get rich quick, you want a quick money, and that will never happen. All right, I guarantee you, I will always tell it to you. I fucking swear that this will never get money quick in trading will never happen to anyone, and you're not the exception. If you're here for quick money, if you're here to learn something, all right. Even people that ask me for joining, for example, lifetime, right, or for 101 or stuff like that, and then they ask me, all right, Uzi, I have this and this and this are my problems. I got into trading just to fix this stuff, right? It won't work that way. You need to approach trading as a business. Can you get rich quick on business? No. It will happen by slowly graduating up, right? I'm gonna provide you with informations. This Discord will, and what you have to do is keep back testing. And then once it comes to forward testing, all right? Once it comes to forward testing anything you got, all right? Any method you got, 9 a.m. Once you got for any entry model, any model you want to trade, you will think that it's perfect and it will get you rich quick. But that won't happen. Again, you need to fail, and you're gonna fail eventually. All right. Now, the difference between a good trader and a bad trader is: are you gonna stick to that? All right. This is the question: are you gonna stick to the thing that failed and correct what's wrong? That's the question. All right. Look at it. Look what you did wrong, because the money that you're losing in the market is the same the fees that you're paying to get a fucking degree to work a 9 to 5. It goes hand to hand. The money that you're losing inside the charts is like the fees that you're paying to get the information. In one condition only, is to journal your mistakes, all right, and don't repeat them again. And even if you do journal them again, and once you do it multiple times, you're gonna recognize what you're doing wrong. When am I ending up the day red? Not 500, 400 bucks down. When am I blowing accounts? And when am I ending the day on max daily drawdown? Maybe. Whenever I have one single insignificant loss and I take it personal and I keep over trading, for example, and it blows back out. Or whenever I'm trading and I have personal problems. I'm dealing with a breakup, I'm dealing with kids, I'm dealing with this and that, and I approach the market in the wrong mindset and I blow my account. This comes with journaling. You need to know who you are as a person. All right. This is the way that you should be approaching the markets, because if you're not doing this right now, trust me, whatever you're looking at inside the market is not gonna work. You need to make a whole change. That's how it works. All right. I'm sorry, but that's how it works. And how you approach it inside the markets is by the same thing I just said. Don't turn motivation into impulse and journal and look what you're doing wrong every single time. All right. Once you do all of these, you need the risk management plan. What's a risk management plan, you might be wondering? If you don't have this, again, you're gambling. All right. You're gambling because you're trading without time. You're gambling because you're trading inside the ranges. You're gambling um, because I don't know. You're trading outside of the trading hours. For example, Asia session, quote unquote, right? Because you cannot stay patient for New York to open or for for a key time at London. Right, you cannot wait for that, so you trade the first session that opens. Right, just like all of these are gambles. The same thing goes with the risk management plan. Even if you're approaching a demo account for those of you who trade demo accounts for now, right? You want to get better at something, and then you approach the market with a live account or a funded account, whatever. You need to use the demo account, right? And for those who say I want to approach the market with a live account, so that way I feel like I will have real emotions. That is absolutely bullshit because what you're saying is I need to do the max pain, the max damage for me to understand. Right? If you're learning and you're building something, right, you can do it with demo. But you need, even on demo, you need to have a risk management plan. I cannot do more than two calls on this account. I cannot have more than two trades on this account. I can only trade between 8 and 9, 1 to 2, 3 to 4. I cannot overtrade. All right, I cannot revenge trade. All these rules, all these risk management plan. Right, I TP at 25 points, and then I see what will happen next. And each time I graduate up. I aim for 30 and then 35 and then slowly aim for 40. Right? And whenever I do something wrong, I step back. I see what I did wrong. I reanalyze why did I do wrong? And why did I do it wrong? Was it emotional? Was it technical? All right, if it was technical, did I trade in premium instead of discount? Did I trade inside ranges? Did I trade outside key times? Right? Did I go against the auto flow? Did I go against the market profile? Did I go against the dough? Was my entry early? Was my stop loss tight? If it was psychological, right? Did I trade? Was I impulsive? Was I over leveraged? So I couldn't provide a good stop loss. Was I emotional? Did I overtrade? All of these stuff, all right. If you cannot journal all of this, and then you look back and you look what you're doing wrong, it's not gonna work out for you. And I'm saving for you like probably 6 to 1 year, probably 2 years of work. If you're not doing what I just said right now.
Yep.
I liked a tweet you had, Nemi, on Twitter.
Which
Like
one?
major changes require something, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you have to change your input if you expect a different output.
Yeah. Where is it? Hold up. I need to look for it.
Should be recent.
Yeah. Yeah. Change requires change. Keep not journaling, not reviewing, being emotional and disciplined, impulsive. You cannot expect a different outcome. If your input doesn't change, break the loop. This is excellent. A change requires change. You cannot keep doing whatever you're doing every single week, every single day. All right. And then expecting, oh, maybe because I'm doing this for 2 years or 3 years, maybe one day it will make sense. Maybe one day I
Yep.
will make money. Maybe one day I will do this and that. It doesn't work like that. Trading doesn't work like that. All right. The outcome will change whenever you change. You're losing money because the change has not happened yet. Change requires change. It works just like that. It doesn't work like a degree, like a college, right? Just because you studied 4 years, you're guaranteed a degree and maybe guaranteed a job. Maybe.
Hmm.
Right? It works like this. This is what trading is. It's a real world. All right, let me see what Jaren said. Did you have any major setbacks after your first payout and after you proved to yourself that is all was all possible? You need to after that you will want to prove to yourself that it was not luck, Javin. And what you will want to do is some reckless stuff. And what's my advice is going it slowly and doing whatever you did the first payout, do it again in the second payout. All right. The outcome will come, right? If you follow the process, it will eventually click if you follow the process. All right. What was the one thing mentally that really helped you guys pass your first funded and grow as a trader? Rules, bro. Rules and risk
And
management.
patience. A lot of people, right? Uh, say you're planning a trade for an hour, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, and you miss that trade. Everybody is going to keep re-entering on it because they refuse to be wrong. They refuse to miss a trade they plan. If you miss an entry, come back 4 hours later. I guarantee your mind will be fresh. You won't make dumb decisions. You won't FOMO into trades that you miss or that you think you're right on when price is telling you you're wrong. That's a big thing. Also, re-entries, accepting being wrong, accepting that your analysis isn't always going to be correct because you can win, right? Everyone knows if you have a 1 to 3 RR, you only need to win 30% of your trades to be profitable. But when 80% of your trades are re-entries because can't uh, you can't just accept the fact that you're wrong, then it degrades that percentage, right? Because then now 90% of your trades are re-entries, so only 10% of your trades are winners. When if you let yourself lose, you come back to it in a few hours, or you just stop trading when you're wrong, you won't have to deal with all your percentages, right? Your win rate getting messed up, your R getting messed up, and you save a lot of mental capital as well. So I think it's planning trades, trading the plan, and if you miss the plan, you don't FOMO on it. You accept that you miss a trade, you wait.
Yeah, some
That's
people do the complete opposite, right? They plan the trade, they look for an entry, they miss it, and then they take the next total soup. And this happens a lot. You plan a trade, you plan a total soup. The range has been forming for 3 hours. We take the high. You look to total soup the high. You miss it because you're over picky, and then it start moving lower, fast lower, and it's a fake total soup before a real breakout. So once it moves to range low, you want to total soup the range low. So you go against your plan. Just because you missed your first plan, you want to have like plan B, right? There is no plan B on trading, right?
yeah,
You have
exactly.
you have total soup, auto block, breaker OTE. Don't go against your goal, your high time frame auto flow, just because you missed your first entry and you want to catch the very top. All right, entries are there. If you catch the expansion, entries are there. Trust me.
And when your goal starts to change, just because you missed the move you were going to take in the first place, that's a good indication to get the fuck off the charts because you're emotional. You're like feeling you just want to press a button, right? Like the second that you have somewhat of a plan, valid or not, to enter, you're going to enter. And that's exactly how you run down accounts. That's exactly how you lose accounts. And it's how you take 20 setups a day. So having a plan, if you miss it, uh, not trying to validate an idea you have in your head, and keeping your draw on liquidity, keeping your higher time from narrative, and simply waiting for the next opportunity, not creating opportunity against your goal or completely changing your goal in the first place.
Yeah. You try to validate next trade in any way possible. Exactly. You start if you force something, it's gonna go against you. It needs to be so clear. All right. How about this? Here's a challenge for you guys. Whoever takes the less trades this week is gonna win something. If you actually look at a setup, all right. If we count how many setups that are so clean and it presents itself to you, and once you see it, you're like, yep, that's it. I'm gonna take this trade, put the stop right here. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work out. It's probably like there 3 times, 4 times a week, maybe less. All right. If you only takes these setups, you're gonna save yourself a lot of pain, I guess. right? But we're not. We're humans, right? We want to participate a lot. We want to press buy and sell. But my biggest advice is this: take less. All right, look for quality. All right, and take less setups.
And another thing is ask yourself how you would feel after losing or winning a trade. If you miss an original entry and you want to enter again in a place you know you probably shouldn't, but it might go your way, ask yourself how you'd feel if you lost that. And then on the other side of that, say you missed a trade, so you waited 3.5, 4 hours for an entirely new setup to form, and then you took that trade, win or loss, how would you feel? Because when you have time in between your trades, right? You let another setup form, you let a higher time frame key level be created and tapped into instead of forcing it, then you have a much higher probability setup than trying to chase something that you miss or trying to fade an idea that you had. So always ask yourself how you would feel win or loss before you even press the button or think about pressing it.
Once you identify to frame the trade around the expensive moves of the market. Expensive
Like
moves of the week.
expansions of the week, you mean, prayer?
Expansions or I guess he means expansions. Yeah, expansions. Yeah. You need to pick a day to trade, an hour to trade, a setup to trade, a range to trade, lower time frame range to trade, above or below a higher time frame range. All right. You cannot trade a Monday in a classic buy or classic sell and expect to catch a weekly range. Right? And you cannot expect to hold it until Friday and expect to hold like to get a whole weekly range. Right? If you want to trade the highest probable days, you can try maybe Wednesday, Wednesday and Thursday maybe. Right? Whenever the direction of the weekly candle is clear. Right?
And
Maybe
another
you want to trade against the doll, right? And you want to trade the Friday, you want to trade the expansion back inside or the close back inside. It depends. Like it's on you, printer.
mhm.
Yeah, go ahead, Demi.
I was gonna say, right, when we have our reviews and we're reviewing people's trades, I have yet to see anybody be honest about an entry that was completely dumb and completely in the middle of a range, FOMO. And from being where a lot of you guys were, especially the VIP in here, I know a lot of you guys take those entries, and I know a lot of you guys don't talk about them, and you kind of sweep them under the rug, kind of act like they don't happen, right? Because I have yet to see anybody come up on stage and actually admit to FOMOing and not actually uh, trying to explain a setup that either hit TP or they were wrong. But no, I swear I've not seen a single person say they FOMOed. And being in the same shoes as a lot of you guys were, I know for a fact a lot of you guys are doing that, but you don't talk about it. And when you sweep trades under the rug like that, and you act like they don't happen, um, you don't learn from your mistakes. You're not focusing on what it is actually wrong, and you're trying to focus on what's right, where that should be the opposite.
Yep.
Have you
Honestly,
seen
oh
one,
my god.
Uzi?
What?
I have
Nah, nah,
not.
nah. Since we started, nah, not yet. We did
Exactly.
with the someone who said he got a who was that, bro? It was on Friday. Someone said he got like a model whenever we close
Oh yeah,
above
I
the
saw
lot.
that.
Who was that? Oh yeah, wild card. Yeah, yeah. That was insane, bro.
Yeah,
A three
I've yet to
minute
see
block model.
anybody talk openly about those type of trades, and I know for a fact uh, a lot of VIPs be taking those.
Only I prefer only journaling losses, Crunk, than only journaling wins. Because whenever you get it right, you did get it right. Right? Who cares? You're gonna learn from the loss, not the win. Right? You can learn from the win, repeat, but the loss to avoid.
A lot of
right?
the time, you know why your wins won. Uh, you know exactly why they won. That's why you won them, right? The losses are the ones that you got it wrong that you have to review.
What you did wrong, yeah.
And wild card, that was still the shittiest entry I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even gonna lie.
That was crazy, bro. That's the fucking 3 minute mock model, bro. That's funny, bro. All right, we're gonna touch a little bit about no stop loss traders. All right, since wildcard with his model have no stop loss, right, or wild stop losses, or you just simply then cannot accept being wrong, either by stop loss or re-entries, which is the major problem, right? Because why in the first place you don't want to be wrong, right? Because you've been waiting and waiting and waiting for the setup, and you think that the market owes you something. The market doesn't owe you shit, right? I don't owe you shit, and the market doesn't owe you shit. Just because I gave you an information, right, and you want to apply it in the market, then it runs without you, or it's the wrong time, or it's the wrong setup, right? The market doesn't owe you anything, and if you cannot accept that, you're gonna keep doing whatever you're doing right now. If you go no stop loss, for example, which is not that many people do it, but people still do it, right? Or you keep moving your stop loss, or you keep re-entering, right? One of the main things what you do there is simply not accepting being wrong, all right? Not accepting being wrong. And why you're not accepting being wrong? Because you think that's the only setup you can participate in, and you think that you're getting lucky. But if you do have faith in your model or your setup, these type of things, trust me, it won't happen to you never again. If you truly backtest and know your model from like the back of your head, like, or you just backtest it enough and you know it and you know it's gonna happen over and over and over, all right? You will know eventually, even if you lose that trade, it will happen again and again and again. It's a quote unquote pattern that will repeat in a chart that you can capitalize on. All right. Reentries comes from fear of being wrong. All right. There is people fear to enter and fear of being wrong. Fear of being wrong will cause reentries and wide stop losses or no stop losses. All right. Let's see. What y'all suffer from? What y'all wanna cover up? Knowing it's okay to not know everything overnight. Yeah, that's a good thing to cover. Well, guess what, Clocks? You don't need to know everything. I promise you, all right? I promise you, whatever you have right now is more than enough. What you missing, the numbers are in your side. In trading, all right, numbers are in your side. I said, Nemi said, if you just have a 30% win rate with 1 to 3 RR, is more than enough, all right, to make you profitable. Numbers are in your side. And whatever you know right now, or whatever you guys know, is more than enough, all right? And I won't say that it's not good to know everything, but slowly graduating, all right? Knowing the ranges from 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12, whatever, right? Knowing then many of you guys trade CRT, right? And once you get these pieces together, all right? Once you get these pieces together, and then you have a clear, defined model, is like the best thing you can have out there. Because once you know that you have a model that you can trust, all right, you won't care about what you're knowing next because you have something that you can capitalize on. It's something that you can pull out. You can get money from the market with, right? With using only if you have the correct risk management and the correct approach of the market. And knowing everything overnight is is just impossible, because you're gonna get overwhelmed, and this is not how you should be thinking. All right, make it as simple as it needs to be, literally as simple as it needs to be. All right, dull key level, key time, take it, hold it, dull hit, exit, stop trading. If I can mention four things, I would say dull, all right, and market profile. If you got these two correct, you got 90%. And then you got time and ranges. And finally, your entry model. These five, I'm just telling you right now, that's how I trade. That's literally how I trade. Dull, market profile, time, ranges, entry model. Five things, that's all you need. Clocks here, whatever, or whoever wanna hear this. Again, one last time. Dull, market profile, ranges, time, entry model. Choosing the right dull, the right key level, you're gonna, if you choose the right entry model and you don't FOMO in, right? So you want to take an auto block, or you want to take a breaker OTE, you want to take the total soup itself, you want to take the breakaway, you want to take whatever you want, right? You will make money if you're right. It doesn't matter if you use my 9 a.m. model. If that, it doesn't matter if you use CRT. If it doesn't matter if you use market structure shift pattern. If there's, it doesn't matter if you use Elliott waves. It doesn't matter if you use Wyckoff. It doesn't matter if you anything, right? If you just use, if you're correct on your draw and you find the correct entry model at a specific time, you will make money eventually from trading. All right. Trading is as simple as that, because numbers are in your side and even the chart is in your side. The only thing that's against you is yourself. What's in yourself that is against you is patience. As I said, it's gonna transfer your money, or the it's gonna transfer money from the impatient to the patient trader. All right. Oh damn, we got a lot. From my journal, a mistake I was making is not sticking with a good opportunity because of fear of, or insecurity, and then jumping in into a bad one out of FOMO. A mistake I was making is not sticking with a good opportunity because of fear of insecurity, then jumping in out of FOMO. Now you, that's good that you really realize what's your problem is, lean, right? Because if you didn't journal, you won't know that's your problem. Maybe you're hesitant, right? Maybe you're scared to get in. That's a thing. People are scared to get in. You're just not feeling confident. You're not confident. You're not feeling okay whenever you're in a trade. You don't want to hold it. You want to be in and out. You may be that type of a trader, a scalper, right? And you hesitate a lot. You know that hesitance is one of your main problems, but you need to work on it. And that's a thing, all right? That's good that you journal and you know what your mistake is. Something that really helped me change my way of thinking is thinking of the market as an opportunity to take something from, instead of thinking the market owes me anything, because it doesn't. So the way I was looking to need was mine the fuck out, because the market will keep moving with or without me. Yep, there is enough handles for everyone in the markets. Right, I like that. There's enough handles for everyone, either today, tomorrow, next week, next month. All right. If you miss a setup and you keep crying about it, it means that you're just not confident that it's gonna occur again. But if you're confident in your protocol and your training system, you will know that even if I did miss this, the market doesn't owe me anything. So if I wait, it's gonna give me something else.
Yeah. I
Luis.
want I want you guys to ask yourself, right? If say a hedge fund manager came up to you today and asked you to manage this portfolio, would you feel confident in averaging a return back? And if not, why? You have to treat, right? Even these evals, you want to pass them in a day. You want to get a payout in a week. You need to treat these things like you're trading a hedge fund, like you're doing this as a career, uh, which means not taking dumb trades, not taking trades you're not very sure of, accepting losses, stuff like that. And when you're trying, like you said earlier, when you're trying to expect something out of the market instead of waiting for an opportunity where you can find something to take. It's two different types of thinking.
Yeah. All right, that's a good one. Do you ever feel like you say miss an AM setup? You just you didn't see something you like, and so you didn't take it. Do you ever feel discouraged to look for a trade later on a day? Or I guess that's what I'm struggling with. No motivation to look for a trade later on because I feel like I'd be kicking myself if I lost. Doesn't mean that you just want to trade the AM. If you're someone who just want to trade the AM, then you can do it. All right. If you're someone that cannot trade Mondays, don't trade Mondays. If you're someone that cannot trade Fridays, don't trade Fridays. It's simple as that. All right. If you miss a setup on the AM and you don't feel like trading the PM, don't trade the PM. All right. You're probably a one session trader, and that's fine. You can look for the setup the very next day, the very next AM session, next AM session. All right. You know that your model is gonna occur. You know at what time it will. You know that if you did miss it today, that's probably something that you should be learning from. That you should be probably happy that you missed because that's something that at least you're learning and journaling from. All right. When you are back testing, journaling, you are providing yourself a means of recognition through repetition. So if you only do a little bit of this, that's why you're getting a lot of understanding. Exactly, Cloxy. Exactly. One thing that is kind of corny but helped me my psychology a lot is saying if I was live training in front of 1,000 people, would I take this trade? You could, bro. You could land if you want to like have a little group and live stream for them. Trust me, even if it's your friends, you will never want to take any shitty trades. I'll be doing this week. I'll be sitting in call screen sharing so I can keep myself accountable. Yeah, as I said, you could, alright. And even on our VIP, you can sit on VIP chair room. A lot of people will stay there with you. You can live stream for them, and trust me, you will not want to take any trades. You will be so scared to take anything, right? It needs to be so perfect, and if you're there is something against it, you will not want to take it. Nah, that's actually good. All right, y'all have any questions about anything y'all want to cover, or you want me to cover, or Nemi want to cover? I think that I'm pretty good announced, but shitty ass trader. It made me feel really vulnerable, and I see why. My back is strong, analysis, but my stomach is open, bleeding. Trading psychology. Yeah, you can be a very good technical person, but if you're not applying what I just said this whole session, Man, oh man, you're gonna keep in this. You're gonna stay in the same circle for like the next probably 6 to 2 years, maybe. You're gonna keep doing the same mistakes until you actually realize that technicals are part and not the whole trading. It's a part of trading, not the whole trading. So you better do it right now, and you better this or you better look and analyze what you're doing wrong right now before it's too late. Yes, sir. Let's see. How do you come back from red days? The hardest part is to stop whenever where you can save your account. It depends on how bad the red day was, right? If you allow 400 loss and you lose 400, the same night you're gonna feel so good. And the very next day you're gonna be so fresh you won't even think about it because you didn't respect what you said. All right. But if you do end up on a daily max loss or account blown, you will take some days to recover from it. Does it make sense, Jack? It depends on how you treat the your account. If you treat it with your rules, all right, it's gonna feel good the very probably the next day. All right. Also, don't let one single loss, one single insignificant loss, or one single insignificant day decide who you are as a trader. All right. Because if you do that, or say you get fired of your job, right? Say you work right now and you get fired. Right when you do, what would you do right when that happens to you? You probably get out and go find a new job, right? That's the same thing with trading. But you need to realize what you did wrong at the old job. All right, probably getting up late, getting to work late, stuff like that, right? In this trading shit, you will need to know what you did wrong the previous time. Did I over leverage? Did I was I emotional? Was I impulsive? Stuff like that, right? Don't let one account, don't let one single insignificant loss define who you are as a trader. All right. If I lose one trade, I'ma just win the next one. Yeah, yeah. That's what Ani said. Yep. Do you trade full time right now, or what jobs did you work before? Yeah, I do trade full time. Yes. What time? What work? What jobs did I work? A lot, a lot, a lot of them, my friend. All right. You mentioned kids. Not me, bro. Not me. I'm still young, bro. I'm 21. 20, I guess. Almost 21. Nah, 10 is weak, bro. You mean? I'm like, we're going for like 60, 70 or something. Like a whole empire. Oh, all right. that will be it for tonight's psychology stream. Thank you guys for listening in, and I will catch you guys tomorrow on the daily review for the VIP. For the free members, catch you guys on Wednesday, right? See you, boys.
See you guys. Thank you.
Yes, sir. See you.